Afternoon, sir.
Oh, good afternoon. Pag-erase para dili ka ma-full storage. Di, kinsay buutan din eh. Kay full storage daw si Kuan. Kiro. May buutan din eh. Walay buutan. Wagi buutan oh. Wagi nagtingog. Di, kitsa kay buutan din eh. Kitsay buutan. Walay buutan. Reporter, okay, ready na? Okay, ako na rin manawag bigin sa buutan. Ay, isa ha? Isa ba yung mga... Okay. Okay, sige. Kinsa ba kay buutan ani din eh? Oh, Shalana, ikaw na lang magbido lang sa ha. Shalana,
Yes, sir.
ikaw lang sa magbidol ha. I-screenshot lang ang kuan, ang attendance. Makita man nimo di ba?
Yes, sir.
Then i-screenshot ang mga topics nga gi-discuss. Okay? Then i-post dayon sa page. Then i-caption na din yung section and sana and title sa topic nga gi-discuss karon. Okay? Thank you. After sa discussion, i-post na nimo ha.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Ready na Stobal?
Sir, naglag pa jud, sir. Wait lang. Sir, pwede ba daw iuna ang planning o scheduling?
Okay. Sige, ready naman ka sila. After sa report, please prepare the ready na mo sa inyo voice stream. Ready na mo sa inyo voice stream. Manawag ko karon na 3 students lang. Dayon. That's it. We will continue dayon. Kada meeting magtawag ko 3 students to sing the as part of your activity. Kinsa nga reporter mag-start karon?
Wait lang sir, nag-share screen pa si Renzel.
Si Kinsa na siya.
Si Joel mag-start sir, pero si Renzel share screen. Kalyon.
Joel nga isa. Siya pili ni Joel? Budlaw?
Budlaw sir.
Okay. Okay, Philip and Budlaw, after you report your or present your topic, i-PM ninyo sa ako inyong members ha. I-PM niyo sa ako katulang ang present.
Yes
Ayaw
sir.
i-appeal, ayaw i-appeal ang wala karon. Okay, thank you. Pwede na rin mag-start ha. Magpaabot lang ko.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, the first the first topic will be reported today is about planning and scheduling. So, we will be talking about what is planning, its purpose, what is planning and scheduling, its purpose, its value, and its steps in following it. So, Paki-next sa slide, please. Next pa jud. Next Denzel. So, while we were preparing for the report, I I saw a quote saying that the success of an event has to be planned and scheduled. This quote this has a connection to our report. Well, we'll learn later kung nabudget siya ay connection. So for the first topic, we will ta- we will be talking about
So, planning. Next slide, please. What is planning? Planning lays the foundation for a group to be clear about its direction. It is based on what and how questions. What will be the activity and how will it be exercised? Others call it preparation. They call it preparation for an upcoming event. It is based on the following elements. Letter A, the resource distribution. It defines how cluster resources are allocated among consumers. So, cluster resources, these are the thing that you need in order to do all the activities that you planned. One of the example of these cluster resources is money. For example, na kay sweldo. Ang certain amount sa imong sweldo gisit aside nimo or imong gitigom para sa upcoming nimo na vacation. So, meaning, resource distribution is about preparing or setting aside the things that you need for your goal. So, mo to siya ang resource distribution. And B, the setting objectives. Setting objectives, uh, meaning, isit mo imong mga buhaton or imong goals. The planning process begins with the setting of objectives. So, that's how important setting objective is. And letter C, developing core values. Kaning core values, familiar naman siguro tatanan dani kay magamit gid nato ni siya adlaw-adlaw. These values provides guidelines for the process of planning. Mo ni siya mga basic elements of how we go about our work. Example of core values are the loyalty, humility, honesty, and so on. Letter D, the establishing deadlines. In planning and setting objectives, establishing deadlines is one of the important thing. So, kung naay deadlines, mas ma-manage nato ang atong goals. So, next slide please. Renzel. Ang next slide. So, what is the purpose? In sport, the purpose of planning is to build a multi-sided strategy for a school's athletic department. Planning can help an athletic program remain competitive in a financially efficient manner. Planning is also to make sure that everything goes smoothly before actually exercising the activity. So, meaning planning helps in keeping a good control in organizing a tournament. Planning helps facilitate proper coordination among the various members.
Nawala lagi.
Sir, nawala dahil ang kuryente, sir.
Impas daw, be.
Pwede ra padayon nga walay PPT, sir?
Pangitay lang sa rin yung pagi. Pwede line group lang sa
Ay, try na lang ako sir, screen ila, sir.
wala pa.
So, what is the purpose of planning? In sports, the purpose of planning is to build a multi-sided strategy for a school's athletic department. Planning can help an athletic program remain competitive in a financially efficient manner. Planning is also to make sure that everything goes smoothly before actually exercising the activity. Meaning, planning helps in keeping a good control in organizing a tournament. Planning helps facilitate proper coordination among various members. So, what is the value of planning? Okay, the value of planning. The objective of planning is to meet a sports program's various goals as well as guide the different phases leading up to them. Planning is to be paired with what to do during the commencement of the activity. It is important for the moderators of the event to keep track of what will be happening during the event. So, planning is very important. It helps to achieve objectives. We cannot do something well without a plan. So, mas dali nato ma-achieve ang atong goals kung natay plano. With the help of planning, ma-achieve nato unsa man kalisod ang goal na atong giset. So, planning helps us to be accountable for what we do. It helps us identify our goals clearly. Formulation. Formulating a plan requires directors to set objectives and deadlines for the event. Example of such objectives may include hiring
Hello, hello.
coaches,
Ako ba?
obtaining access to practice fields, and fundraising for transportation equipment and uniforms.
Reporters, unsa naman? Reporters kisay next ninyo mag-report. Nahang lagi.
Kadyot lang daw sir, kay lag daw.
Okay. No class
Hello,
mo.
hanggang ko, sir.
No class mo next ani? Hmm. Oh, mo na ako gaingon. Ayaw kay ninyo taas sa inyong job sa inyong kuan kay kalas kay tag time. Para ma-coop up nato inyong 1 hour sa inyong reporting. Oh, please continue na kinsa may mag-next. Kay kalas kay atong time.
Hello, dunggan ko, sir.
Oo, madunggan
Renzel,
ka.
ibalik ko daw. Ibalik ko daw, Renzel. Ibalik sa formulation. So these are the steps of in planning. Formulation. Formulating a plan requires director to set objectives and deadlines for the event. So ang planner mag-formulate siya ng plan para ma-set ang objectives sa mga deadlines o para sa event. Example of such objective may include hiring coaches. Ang example na mag-hire og coach, obtaining access to practice fields, and fundraising para sa transportation sa equipments o para sa uniform. Next. Implementation. Planners should implement strategies to execute the objectives. Ang implementation kay ang mga planners mag-implement sila strategies para ma-execute bitaw taong ilang objectives. For example, the director can lay out a financial strategy to acquire funding for new sports programs by holding fundraisers or applying for grants. Thus, when hiring coaches, the director should work closely with school administrators to seek qualified candidates who embody the athletic program's goals and ensure the hiring process is fair. Kung mag-hire og coach, dapat mag-work og dool ang director sa school administrator para ma, makla, ma para ang pag-hire ba ma fair gid siya. Next. Evaluation. Planners should evaluate the results. This step allows directors to analyze programs versus the areas that need improvement. Planners mag-evaluate sa result para kanina step para maka para ang mga directors ma-analyze nila ang pagdagan dito sa event para ma-change nila ang kailangan nila i-change na mga place ana. Next. Next sa Renzel. Modification. Directors implement gap analysis to acquire these results effectively. Essentially, gap analysis evaluates the difference between desired and actual performance. Moreover, this last step requires director to this last step requires directors to modify the studies to manage any weakness. So kaya na last step kay para ma-manage ang mga director ilang weakness bitaw para sa event. The completion of all four stages of strategic planning provides athletic directors with foundation to build and administer effective interclassic sports programs that take into account that the develop of student athletes. So, pagaman ani, pagaman sa planning ang sunod button ki ang scheduling. Scheduling na Angel.
Next slide, please. So, after sa planning, of course, there is scheduling. So, scheduling is the art of planning your activities so that you're able to achieve your goals and priorities in the time you have available, especially in sports. it is essential to actually keep up with a schedule before starting it. It helps someone to be productive and effective. Scheduling is a process of arranging, controlling, and optimizing activities and process in our production. And scheduling is also used to allocate resources, attendees, plan production processes, and materials needed. So, need gid siya nga mag-schedule ka after mag-plan para pod organize o para may balaan kung when and where o um, whom pod ang makuan. So, scheduling is a process by which you plan how you will use your time. Doing it well can maximize effectiveness and reduce stress levels. So, mo siya. The purpose of scheduling. Every sports competition need a schedule of play. So, mo yung ganina para it because it states who will play, whom, when, and where. So, a good schedule is important given its impact on the competition's fairness and outcome, public attendance, commercial and interest, and cost of policing. Next. So, the value of scheduling. When scheduling is done effectively, it helps you understand what you can realistically achieve with your time. It also conserves time without wasting it on anything unnecessary. It helps one achieve a good work life balance. Time management can also be adjusted and planned well through scheduling. There will definitely be more time for people to work on their craft. And also, scheduling consists of determining the date and the venue at which each game will be played. It enables coordination between coordinators and participants and drives discipline.
So here are the steps in scheduling. The first step is choosing your event duration. Before creating the event or activity, we have to determine the duration of the event. This will allow us to know how much time we have to fit in the activities, breaks, announcement, and so on. When we know our event duration, we try to break this into hours or 30-minute slots so that they can successfully or we can successfully allocate chunks of time to different activities. Step 2. Write a list of activities. Here, we should include everything we need to fit into our event. Let us think about all the details of the event. The introduction part, the messages, the game proper, announcement, and other things that will be brought up in the event proper. How much airtime does each group expect to have? You should also include free space for activities such as break times and coaching. So in listing activities, we have to make sure that this list is final. So the time we have ang time na atong available is dili na mag-conflict. Next is pick a time management. A method to ensure your activities or events follow a structured schedule is to use a time management system, such as time chunking. Sports moderators use this method as a way of breaking big tasks down into manageable chunks. The benefit of this for your event schedule is that you won't overload your attendees with such plain games. So after we pick a time management system, we would be aware about the activities na mahitabo sa ato ang event. Next is to determine schedule visibility. While creating our event schedule, think about how this will be shared. Will you have an event website, an event app, paper printouts of these sports activities? So after we plan out the event, we have to advertise. We have to put up papers or printouts para pod maaway ang bantungan na di ay mahitabo nga ingana nga event. Next is plan for people. It is very easy during the event planning process to pack everything in as tightly as possible. However, unexpected things might happen that will make the game longer and exhaust both players and the audience. So, in every event, dili man jud malikayan nga nay mga like sana unwanted advertisement no like nay mga may tabo nga wala sa atong plano. So we have to plan a plan para ma so yes, that's planning for people. So planning and scheduling always go together whenever an event has to happen. If these two are well prepared and analyzed, the possibility of the event success is high. So that's what we said earlier nga the the success of an event has to plan and schedule. So for you to para i-share no, nga successful jud ang atong event, we have to plan it and schedule it on time. So that's all. That's the scheduling and planning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, reporters. By the way, mo-comments ako kadto ta. Okay. Our topic is all about physical education and health. So, as what I've said, scheduling and planning, tasking and staffing is um, this is the connect of the event or sports you're going to organize. So, nganong kani akong gipaktuan sa inyo because this is very important for you. Soon, puhon, you're going to make an event. You're going to make plan for an event. So, what is the first thing to do if you're going to plan an event? Organizing an event. So, first is planning, especially in sports. Nakulangan lang ko gamay sa topic discuss is nakuga pangitaon sa sports is of course lagi ng planning. The second one, the planning, kisa to nagkuhan sa planning is okay siya pero um, wala lang kay siya nag-broad, wala kay siya nag-specific. And the second one is the scheduling. When scheduling in sports is natay mga, if you still notice sa sports, kinsa na naka-organize sa inyo sa sports? Sa inyo din eh. Sa inyong barangay. Kinsa na naka-organize na sa or nakabuhat ng event? Kinsa naka-experience na sa inyo? Hello?
Wala pa, sir.
Wala pa. Sige, sige. So, this is, ang usap mong gudaning ang number one is planning. Second one is scheduling. Kanyang scheduling, I'm talking about to the sports events. So, dili lalim mag-schedule sa sports event. For example, natay volleyball game. Team A, Team B, Team C, Team D, Team E. So, kaning duha, unsaon niyo pag-schedule nga ma-pair sila duha. So, murag ka na ako gipangita ang inyong kwan. Kaya ang pag-schedule sa game, ako gipangita. Kay, again, sige ko balik-balik sa inyo sa GC. Pangutana mo kung sa inyong gusto pangutana. In connection to sports, scheduling, and planning, okay man siya. So, broad lang kay inyong pag-explain. Okay lang siya. Planning, that is the process na namagid tayo kasunod basta gaplano tag-event. Ang scheduling lang is, nakulangan lang ko. More ito is. So, hopefully, you study also the scheduling on sports events like single elimination, double elimination, or the knockout system. Okay, i-appeal ko na sa, I thought inyo nang ipang-edit ang kuan. Okay lang, sige. That's, okay magyapon. So, i-add lang ni ang akong ipang istorya karon. Okay, this is also part sa inyong topic, scheduling of game. Ganing pag bracket bitaw, kinsay naka-try nani. Pag bracketing sa game, schedule sa game. Game 1, di ba na sa NBA? Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5. Kinsay bay. Di ba na siya? So, dapat makabalo mo anak. So, muna akong gaikuan. So, I always gakuan sa GC nga. Muna siya, pangutana lang mo, i-PM ko. So, wala kay pangutana. So, therefore, morag, siguro nakasabot. So, naiuban nakakuha, naiuban is murag layo na sa kwan. So i-add lang ni sa inyong kwan ha, especially sa group 2, i-add ni sa inyo ang kanang scheduling sa game. Okay na inyong planning, scheduling lang sa game. Ang kanil katulang kinsa tong mga presenter nga nag uh, report sa scheduling. I-add lang ni siya nga slide sa inyo. Then ipasa sa ako sa akong Gmail. Ako lang i-send sa chat ha, akong email account. Oh, diyan ninyo ipasa. Dayon, Budlaw, you are the leader of your group. Tubal, kindly prepare while ga-discuss aga explain ko sa ila. Ready na sa imong kwan. Okay, Budlaw, i-send sa ako, i-PM sa ako ang inyong members. Especially katong nag-present, nag-report now. Okay?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
Budlaw? Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
So,
sir.
ato lang akong i-add on sa inyong topics ha. Idugang lang to siya ang scheduling of game, bracketing, from single elimination, double, and round robin. Kana lang siya, ma-search na niyo sa internet, na siya. Sa scheduling sa game. Muna akong point na, nakulang lang sa inyo. Okay? So, so far, so okay man yung pagkakuan. So, there are some report lang you have to improve, especially there are some is they're going to read their topics lang, then less explanations. So, by next time, okay man siya, by next time, uh, i-broad yun din yung explanation. If possible, inyong magkuhan mo picture nga, para makita sa inyong classmates. Okay? So, thank you and congratulations for your reporting. So, mura to akong ika-suggest. I-add on lang to ang scheduling sa game bracketing. Okay, next reporter, Philip. Please start now.
Yes po, sir.
Lindsay Lupaw.
That's a,
Okay. So we have here is the functions of management. Functions of management which include the managing of a process or an event. So kaganina, the event is a sports event. We have tackled about what is scheduling, what is planning. So for this next topic, we will talk about tasking and staffing on sports related events. Okay, next po. Thank you. Next then. Next budget. Okay, so first is staffing. Staffing has the focus on people. People and their labor in relation to the organizational objectives. The function aims to ensure the organization always has the right people in the right positions and the organizational structure isn't hindered by lack or excess of personnel. Okay, so in terms of sports, kung sa usa ka sports event, you have the leader of the group kanang kuan katong mga moderator. Kung katong moderators, isa to sila ka team. One will manage the scoring, one will manage the rules of the games, overlook the games generally, and one will somehow do the steps we will do for an event to take place properly and successfully. This is staffing. Staffing is mangita kag mga tao nga i-assign nimo dara nga group, tapos dara nga group usa ka event to make it successful para mahuman na siya. Next po. So, the importance of staffing is to do it good, to do it right. For example, in a sports event, your sports event do not work well. For example, imong basketball, although ang dula, nahuman ang dula og tarong, yung imong mga tao wala naka-score og tarong. Ang rule sa game wala na apply. For example, traveling, wala na bantayan sa referee kay ang referee nagtanga. O di ba kinsay ganan og tanaw ana. So the solution to that one, you should have the right number of staffs to handle the event. The right number of staffs with the capacity to handle their task. So kung ang referee, himuon nimo siyang referee, dapat kabalo siya sa rules of the game. Kay mo man ang trabaho sa referee. While sa other events, dapat tagaan nimo sila proper nga task nga kung asa mabuhat ra gid nila. Next po. Next pa jud. Loading. Isa. Nagpilit guys.
Choppy siya, choppy.
Sir, block lagi akong screen. Wait lang sir. Block lang.
What happened, Philip?
Sir, dili daw visible kang Philip ang presentation kay nag-block ang iyang screen.
Reporters, what happened? Nag-technical ay saa. Nagka-technical problem si Philip sir. Okay, ano na lang. Okay. So, sige na lang. Philip, the group of Philip, next, kuha na lang ta. Next meeting. So, you have to double time, ha? Next meeting. So, tagaan ta mo ta chance. Next meeting para, but make sure i-ready na ninyo. By next meeting is, napamantay tayo activity karon. So, but we don't have any time. 1 hour is na-consume is kulang pa gid siya. So, instead of magkuantas, madunggan ko ninyo?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
Instead
sir.
instead of napatay singing of Moist Hymn, so next lang yapon. So ang by next meeting sa inyo nga time yapon is si Philip, the group of Philip, Budla, Tubal is mag-present sa sila. Dayon ay then ta mag ah, activity individual sa inyong Moist Hymn. Individual ha. So make sure maka-memorize mo sa kwan. So wala man tay lain time. By next second meeting nato dili sa ta mag-exam, next meeting na dayon pa ta mag-exam. Balag late. Anyong exam is ikuan na nako siya sa inyong time ra gyapon. Aya din mo mag inyo din ipasa sa ako. Okay? So since ga alas 2 naman pod. So clarification na lang, question.
Wala, sir.
Sir, mag-post gyapon ko, sir.
Sa?
I-post gyapon ako ang
Yes. I-post lang yapon lang, i-post lang. At least that is the documentation of your section. Apil ang attendance ha, kindly i-post lang. Every
okay,
meeting,
sir.
every meeting sa to, mo lang na ikaw lang sa angkon ha, Bidol.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so clarification, question.
Wala na, sir.
So if none, so again you can go now. Thank you for your time. Thank you for
Salamat,
everything.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, bye, sir. Thank you.
Just
Yes,
keep
sir.
update lang sa GC ha. Kaya na ko yung mga additional reminders sa GC ra gyud ko permente.
Yes, sir.
Sige, thank you.